Mr. Williams, Mr. Speaker, my microphone's rolling.
I won't say anything now.
Comes the end of the hour.
We'll call the meeting to order. If someone would please close that door back there. As you know our practice in Ways and Means, have a brief moment of silent reflection before we start. Of course, please feel free to join us. Thank you. We also know, of course, our penalty jar for cell phones, those have been around, and so I ask that you please silence those. We have one bill today, Senate Bill 27, and we're going to start, if the committee's okay, with the amendment. We have an amendment, and that becomes really the bill at some point. And so I would ask the committee if we would consider adopting the amendment and then take testimony on the amended bill. Consent. So the amendment has been adopted by consent. Now we have an amended bill. With that, Speaker Houston, welcome to Ways and Means, and sir, this is your good sponsor, and so the bill is yours, and so the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Thompson, members of the committee. It is great to be back.
Oh, you're out of practice.
Rookies. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. It's actually great to be back in Ways and Means. I've not been back to this committee since I had the pleasure of serving on it. So it's great to be here, and it's exciting to present Senate Bill 27 today alongside my friend Senator Mishler, because it represents a transformational investment for Northwest Indiana and our state. We've had excellent conversations with the Chicago Bears, and we're forging a relationship that will be the foundation of a public-private partnership leading to construction of a world-class stadium, setting a new standard for event day experiences. In Senate Bill 27, we create the necessary framework for an NFL stadium to be built in Northwest Indiana. The new stadium will be a catalyst for growth across the entire Northwest Indiana corridor, bringing jobs, new tax revenue, and new businesses. The Chicago Bears are willing to invest over $2 million in this Northwest Indiana project. We have work to be done to bring this all to fruition and making sure that we get everything I's dotted and T's crossed, but they're willing to make a significant investment. The state will also be making a significant investment to support this project, just like we've done in Lucas Oil Stadium and the other CIB properties around Indianapolis and across the state. Said another way, there's a shared commitment between both these parties to make this happen. The state's investment is anticipated to generate be through a mix of different revenue sources. So let me go over what is going to take place. Just like in the CIB and how we fund Lucas Oil Stadium and Gamebridge and other properties, what will happen is we will support a bond issuance to help be a partner in the building of the stadium. Those bonds will be repaid from the city of Hammond adopting an admissions tax and the creation of a PSDA around the stadium. Those dollars will be captured and used to repay the bonds for the stadium construction. This is the same process we used in Lucas Oil Stadium. The state does provide a back-end appropriation of the budget to make sure that the bondholders know that the funds will be there, but we've never ever tapped that back-end appropriation. The admissions tax and the PSDA has funded it. So we will use that same methodology here. We'll also use to help support the infrastructure costs, and there will be significant infrastructure costs, roads and all the things that it takes to build a multi-billion-dollar facility. We'll be using some dollars found through through a renegotiated lease with the Indiana Toll Road, and we'll use those dollars to help fund the infrastructure in Lake County. We've asked Lake County and Porter County to adopt a countywide 1% food and beverage tax. That is similar to what we have asked the communities in around Indianapolis to do. And we've asked Lake County to adopt a 5% innkeeper's tax. Those dollars will be used to repay the amount used from the Indiana Toll Road proceeds that go into Lake County, and those dollars will be distributed proportionally across all the other toll road counties as they're received in, to make sure that those counties see the benefit of the renewed lease. We create the Northwest Indiana Stadium Board. Again, this is a similar process in which we've done for our other projects like these across the state. I think as you look at the numbers, we've been very careful and cautious as we forecasted this. The bond coverage is cautious to make sure that we've ran all the numbers and gives everyone clarity and comfort that this deal pencils out to be a great one for Northwest Indiana and the state. I want to close because I think it's important to hear from the folks that are going to be the beneficiaries of this. And I had a chance, as many of you know, in the last couple of weeks to go up to Northwest Indiana and spend time. Appreciate Representative Slager, Representative Harris for organizing meetings, Representative Soliday. And I came away more committed than ever to this because of the commitment that I saw from the locals who understand the transformational change that will take place in their communities. But one thing that we all said was we needed a partner. And I think we found a great partner in the Chicago Bears. Just like we have a tremendous partner in the Indianapolis Colts, and we have a tremendous partner in Indiana Pacers. We're thrilled to welcome the Chicago Bears into our partnerships. So I'll close with a statement that the Bears will release that reads as follows. The passage of Senate Bill 27 would mark the most meaningful step forward in our stadium planning efforts to date. We are committed to finishing the remaining site-specific necessary due diligence to support our vision to build a world-class stadium near the Wolf Lake area in Hammond, Indiana. We appreciate the leadership shown by Governor Braun, Speaker Houston, Senator Mishler, and members of the Indiana General Assembly in establishing this critical framework and path forward to deliver a premier venue for all Chicagoland and a destination for Bears fans and visitors from across the globe. We value our partnership and look forward to continuing to build our working relationship together. What a day for Northwest Indiana. What a day for Indiana. And I can't wait for you to hear from Mayor McDermott, Mayor Hammond, who's a phenomenal partner in this, the local leaders, labor organizers, and everybody that will tell you, I think today is a historic day, one we look forward to building upon. With that, I want to make sure my friend Senator Mishler, who gave us a vehicle on Senate Bill 27 to do all this and been a tremendous partner in all this. Any comments, Senator Mishler?
Just a couple. First of all, I have to say I haven't sat side by side with the speaker and done a bill since 2019. So, and that was Gainbridge.
And that was out to say, Senate Bill 7.
Gainbridge,
yeah, we've done this before, haven't we?
So I have to thank Mayor McDermott and the leadership from Lake and Porter counties. I think we also need to thank Dan Hughey and Jim McGough down at IFA. They've played a considerable role in this, and the amendment reflects the discussions that we've had with the organization. And I think everyone out there knows just crossing over the line into Indiana saves companies millions of dollars. And that's due to our tax structure and our business environment. And I just look forward to this continued partnership with the organization. So thank you.
Thank you. Happy to take questions or not.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to be clear. Speaker Houston, it almost sounded like you said the Bears were getting at $2 million.
It's a billion. You did say million.
That would be with a B, Representative Slager.
I didn't want to correct you.
You should have corrected me, Senator Mitchell.
Okay, so I struggle with zeros tonight, but you know.
Yeah. Believe me, we've had a lot of conversations. It's a B, so. Anybody else? Well, before we have the folks from local communities testify, I'd just be remiss if I didn't ask you for your support of Senate Bill 27.
Thank you. We have, I think, several testify. We do ask to keep it to 2 minutes. We have things planned later today, and Mr. Bill needs to move, so I have my help to my right, and they're going to enforce that. So with that, go ahead, please.
Chairman, I'm going to ask for a little discretion, if you don't mind. Can we give Mayor McDermott maybe just a little more than 2 minutes? This is a transformational change for his community. I bet you Mayor McDermott wants a little more than 2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I have the clock.
Mayor McDermott, I think the world of. And so I'm going to give him a lot of discretion. Of course, you asked that, and I'll also be granted. So, Mayor.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman.
That's right.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. My name is Tom McDermott Jr., and I'm the proud mayor of Hammond, Indiana. I want to begin by thanking Governor Braun, Speaker Houston, Senator Mishler, Representative Harris, Jim McGough, and the Indiana Finance Authority for an amazing negotiation and just incredible partnerships. I want to say thank you very much. This would not happen without the leadership of all the people I just spoke about, so thank you very much. I also want to thank the Chicago Bears organization for engaging in good faith conversations about bringing this opportunity to Indiana, because that's what this is. It's an opportunity, not just for Hammond, not just for Northwest Indiana, but for the entire state of Indiana. And it's fitting that we're sitting here on 219 Day, a day that's all about Northwest Indiana, talking about a transformational project in Northwest Indiana.
It took me a minute.
The region built the steel that built America, that helped power Indiana's economy. The region has world-class natural resources like the beaches of Lake Michigan and the Indiana Dunes National Park. The region has entertainment, industry, and most importantly, hardworking people who are proud to call Indiana home. And now we have the chance to add something else, the Chicago Bears. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. We've all seen what the Colts mean to Indianapolis. That decision transformed Central Indiana and helped elevate our state's national profile. Today, you have the chance to do the same thing for Northwest Indiana, because opportunities like this don't come around often. Not since U.S. Steel built the Gary Works more than a century ago have we seen a project of this kind of economic potential and generational impact. And Hammond's ready. Hammond's ready to partner with the state of Indiana. Hammond's ready to partner with the Chicago Bears. Basically, Hammond will do whatever it takes to help make this project a success. Hammond is uniquely positioned for this moment. We're part of the Chicagoland region. We're only 20 minutes from Soldier Field by car. In the region, we watch Chicago television. We listen to Chicago radio. We root for Chicago teams, especially the Bears. It's the one team we could all agree on in Northwest Indiana. That's hard to do. The region residents are Bears fans. That's their team. And this project's about jobs. It's about investment. It's about creating opportunity and building a future where our kids and our grandkids can stay here in Indiana and thrive. It's also about something bigger. Indiana is a football state. We're home to the national champion Indiana Hoosiers college football team. We're home to the historic Notre Dame Fighting Irish, one of the greatest programs in the history of the sport. We're home to the Indianapolis Colts, a franchise that helped transform our capital city into a major league destination. Football is a part of who we are in Indiana, and this opportunity becomes a reality. Indiana will become one of the very few states in America with 2 National Football League franchises. Think about that. 2 NFL teams, Indianapolis and Hammond, 2 global brands. 2 engines of economic growth, 2 sources of pride for Hoosiers. That puts Indiana in rare company. Tells the rest of the country that Indiana is not just keeping up, we are leading. Today, I'm here to tell you that Hammond's ready. We're ready to work, we're ready to partner, and we're ready to help write Indiana's next great chapter. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Are there any questions from the committee for Mayor McDermott? Okay, we thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Very much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Chairman Mishler and Mayor McDermott. We have now local folks from Northwest Indiana that are excited about this project, and they're going to state and represent their community. The first person up is President Christine Zitt, the Lake County Council. On deck is Councilor Randy Niemeyer and Commissioner Mike Repay.
Good morning. Mr. Chairman and distinguished members. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you today. I strongly support the creation of the Northwest Indiana Stadium Authority. Establishing a stadium in Northwest Indiana will be transformational, driving economic growth, and only for our region, but for the entire state. The fan base is already in place, and the enthusiasm and momentum behind this effort are real. Over the past 21 years in my position, I have not encountered a project with this level of promise, and I have never been more energized by the opportunity to see a vision become reality. I truly believe this initiative represents a defining moment for Northwest Indiana, one that generates opportunity, strengthens our community, and delivers lasting impact across the state. Let's give folks one more reason to come to Indiana. We are in this together. I urge you to support Senate Bill 27 for the greater good of all. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Any?
Seeing no questions, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Councilor Randy Niemeyer, Lake County Council, and then Commissioner Mike Repay, Lake County.
Chairman, honorable committee, thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of the over 70,000 people I represent in my council district, along with the greater 800,000 plus in Northwest Indiana, affectionately known as the region. We all know Chicago's been called the city of big shoulders. Well, what supported those big shoulders is the muscle of Northwest Indiana for years. We have the workforce, the skill set, the infrastructure, and the commitment to make this dream a reality. I thank Representative Harris for his vision, a true soothsayer, maybe even some sort of a wizard for willing this into reality. But I look forward to, in my role, serving on the county council, and any way I can be helpful to this, to work with our partners to make sure that we take the necessary steps to sustain this vision and do the Super Bowl shuffle in Northwest Indiana the next time it happens. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the younger ones that were born around in 85. Thank you. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Now, Councilor Randy Niemeyer from Lake County and Commissioner Mike Repay after that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I can't from the heart. Yeah, I can't help but speak from the heart. I almost might be tearing up here, hearing the speaker tell us what he's told us over the last few weeks, and especially advocate for our community here in this chamber. It really does literally warm my heart. As a 10-year-old in 1985 and playing the Super Bowl shuffle on a record player and knowing the song word by word and remembering the day that the Bears beat the Patriots 46-10 on January 26, 1986. It's incredibly powerful to me, and I'm so very appreciative of the work that's already been done here by you all, and I respectfully request that you pass this legislation. And I want to add one more thing. And I recognize the need to approach this part carefully because we are in the state of Indiana. We are in Indianapolis, but I forever have recognized myself as a Chicagoan. And that's not to say anything bad about being a Hoosier, even though I'm a Boilermaker. But nevertheless, I want to make it clear to our friends in Chicago and our friends in Illinois and friends all over the world that this site will be welcoming to all and that it'll be a catalyst for all. And we hope to welcome visitors as well as residents into our homes. I thank the Speaker and the Governor again and the Chairman and especially my Mayor, Tom McDermott. So, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming down. Any questions? Seeing none, Commissioner Reed.
That was Commissioner.
Is Randy Niemeyer today? I'm sorry. If you want me to speak again. He will. Here's what's going on is I'm from North Central Indiana. We're kind of split, as you can see. Colts fans, Bears up in our area. Senator Mitchell can understand that. Just joined it. So we're going to move on out of Lake County and go with Mayor John Costas from Valparaiso, President Andy Vasquez of Porter County, and Randy Palmentier from Northwest Indiana Building Trades.
Greetings from Valparaiso. Like my colleague, Mayor McDermott, I've had the privilege of serving my community as mayor for many years. And like the mayor, I am here to speak in favor of the legislature's initiative to build a new stadium in Hammond to host the Chicago Bears and many other cultural events. Mayor Tom and I have witnessed many positive changes in Northwest Indiana over our tenures, but the potential economic benefits of the proposed stadium, driven by the strength of the Chicago Bears brand, are far-reaching indeed. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to raise the entire region's economic future to new heights. This project will create a magnitude of jobs in both the construction and hospitality sectors and highlight Indiana as a place where opportunity proliferates because common sense rules and life is good. The tourism impact will be felt throughout the region because we have so much to offer. Now, Valparaiso is situated in Porter County, but like other local communities, will benefit in many ways by a stadium in Hammond. We offer one of the most vibrant downtown experiences in the Midwest with a plethora of locally owned restaurants, retail stores, and cultural events. We host regional attractions such as Journeyman Distillery and the soon-to-open Grand Gardner Boutique Hotel. In addition, we tout our high quality of life and excellent schools for those who will migrate to the region due to the opportunities created by the stadium and the expected residual developments. In addition to my role as mayor, my son and I are small business owners who operate 5 restaurants in Valparaiso, and we believe that in light of the expected economic boost to the city, using a portion of a 1% food and beverage county tax is a modest ask by the legislatures to make this deal work. And because our city draws customers from a large market area, the impact on our citizens would be minimal compared to the benefits. You know, economic development is a regional game. An investment of this magnitude raises all boats in Northwest Indiana and provides a myriad of job opportunities for generations to come. I applaud the governor, the speaker, and the legislature for skillfully negotiating this walk-on game-changer project and look forward to the enhanced quality of life it will bring to a region on the rise. Thank you.
Any questions from the committee for Mayor Costas? Thank you for coming down.
My privilege.
Next is President Andy Vasquez from Porter County Council, Randy Palmentier, and then Kay Nelson.
This doesn't count on my time sitting down, does it? Okay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and committee members. Porter County. So why should we jump in on this? It's not us. Well, we were referred to as the region. The reason being is that we are the Calumet region. The Calumet was the peace pipe that the indigenous tribes passed around, and it was known as a land of peace and harmony. So to our brothers and sisters in Lake County, you have called and said, hey, can you help us out? We here in Porter County know that you're going to bring jobs with this endeavor. Good union labor jobs. I say that because Randy's speaking up next. Yeah. But I'm a former union member, but I got to tell you, once you're union, you're always union, always. And I can see a benefit, as Mayor Casas and others alluded to, in regards to the economic growth that it will do for our area. So yes, we're Porter County and they're Lake, but we are the region. And we will all benefit from this. Besides, when I got a call from State Representative Soliday and Speaker Houston, they had me when they said Bears, okay? I've been a Bears fan since 1963, for those of you who don't know they were exist back then. So I'm looking forward to this, and whatever we need to do to work this out, whatever we have to do, we are here, we are willing, and I ask that you pass this bill. It is the best thing for Northwest Indiana. As you know, we lost our steel mills. This is a benefit, a long-term benefit. Go Bears. Any questions?
Thank you, President Vasquez. Any questions from the committee? Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming down. Randy Palmentier, Kay Nelson, and Andy Quannell, and Phil Taylor.
Chairman Thompson, committee members, my name is Randy Palmentier. I am the business manager of the Northwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council. Cover 4 counties, Lake Porter, Newton, Jasper, 30,000 working men and women, 15 trades and 33 affiliates. I rise in support of Senate Bill, more affectionately known as the Bears Bill 27. When Mike was dancing to the Super Bowl shuffle, I was 6 years old, but I do remember my parents watching the Super Bowl. I'll be brief. Everything was already said. I echo the mayor's sentiments. I sit on the RDA also for Lake County's appointment. The South Shore, the double track, the convention center, the leadership of Mayor McDermott, our building trades council. I feel all this was put together for this singular moment that we're having right now. And I can't thank Speaker Houston enough. I'm going to steal one of his phrases he used with me. Transformational and generational. That's what this project is. We had a little thing called the hydrogen hub that we were going to start at the Whiting refinery that was going to put 11,000 construction workers to work, and that went by the wayside for reasons we don't need to discuss here today, but we needed to fill that void, and we start doing that with other projects. And this one will definitely do that. We have the workforce. It's going to be thousands of jobs. Ancillary development, let's not forget about that, and continued maintenance, and the workers that work in the stadium. They work well with the building trades across the state line. We're going to have that same relationship, I'm confident. So I just want to thank everybody for all their support on this, especially Speaker Houston and the Governor Braun. And earlier, Dad's looking down right now. He's proud of you, man. So I don't want to tear up on that one. But thank you. Support Senate Bill 27.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the committee for Palmentier? Seeing none, Kay Nelson, and then Andy Quannell and Phil Taylor.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm fabulous. Thanks. What a day.
Good. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of this committee. It's interesting sitting in front of you instead of watching you. Thank you for this opportunity to testify in support of Senate Bill 27. My name is Kay Nelson. I'm Director of Environmental and Public Policy with the Northwest Indiana Forum. The Forum is the lead regional economic development organization representing 7 counties: Lake Porter, LaPorte, Jasper, Stark, Newton, and Pulaski. The Forum is proud to showcase Indiana's business climate to organizations such as like the Bears. It has been exceptionally rewarding to witness the Chicago media capturing and covering our communities who have presented options for our state in this process. The presentation certainly put Northwest Indiana best foot forward. The message that Northwest Indiana and the state of Indiana are great places to do business was enhanced, forever altering past perceptions of years ago. The Chicago media attention to this has been intense and will continue to be intense, I'm pretty sure. The process has been a great commercial for our region, and the Forum is excited to see what major projects may now come our way as a result of this announcement. So in closing, I would like to thank all of the legislators over the years and today with Senate Bill 27, who have been part of creating the business-friendly climate structure that the state of Indiana has to offer. We look forward to continuing messaging to interested parties that Indiana is open to business, and Chairman Thompson, the Northwest Indiana Forum, supports Senate Bill 27. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. Any questions from the committee? Thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you.
Now we have Andy Cornell and Will Talon with the South Shore Convention and Visitors Association, and then John Pepperbach.
Good morning, Chairman Thompson and the distinguished members of the committee. My name is Andy Quinnell. I have with me today our CEO. I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority. I have with me today our CEO, Phil Talon. We're charged with promoting the region, Lake County and the region. And we represent what it turns out to be a $1.4 billion tourism spend a year as of 2024. We look forward to this opportunity to promote the Chicago Bears coming to Northwest Indiana. This is an opportunity that's a once in a lifetime, a transformational event, and we would like to thank Governor Braun, Chairman Mishler, Senator Garten, Senator Charbonneau, Speaker Houston, Chairman Thompson, Representative Snow, and Representative Harris, of course, for their leadership in making this a priority. We also would like to thank the entire Northwest Indiana delegation, including Representative Slager and Representative Andrade, who we know are going to take this to the end zone and pass Senate Bill 27. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'm going to turn it over to our CEO.
Mr. Chairman, representatives, although I know some people are going to be surprised that this decision is being made and the Bears are coming here, I'm not surprised at all that the state took the lead that they did in making this happen. You have been investing in Northwest Indiana through your legislation, specifically over the last 10 years, and it's been paying off. As Andy said, the numbers in tourism are going really, really well. We have, I think, some of the highest occupancy rate, if not the highest occupancy rate in Lake County right now, and that's without this brand new asset that's coming in. All I want to tell you is this, as this deal is getting done and the stadium is under construction because of all of your leadership, that's when the CVA's work really begins. That's where we have to start using our assets and tools to market not just the Bears to help them be successful, but to bring these new tourists to the rest of Northwest Indiana and the state of Indiana. We take that very seriously, and we won't let you down. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just need to make a comment. Northwest Indiana needs to give lessons on brevity. I mean, you guys get to the point. We struggle, but thank you very much. Thank you. We have two more people to recognize this talk. One is John Pepperbach and then Graham Parker.
Chairman Thompson and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to speak in support of Senate Bill 27. My name is Don Pepperbach, and I have the privilege of serving as Vice Chair of the Northwest Indiana Professional Sports Development Commission. This bill is about vision and timing. For decades, Northwest Indiana has served as the economic bridge between Chicago and the rest of our state. But too often we watched investments stop at the state line. Senate Bill 27 now gives us the practical mechanisms to reverse that trend, to pull opportunity across the border and anchor it into Indiana communities that have been ready for redevelopment for years. The relocation of the Chicago Bears to Hammond, Indiana, and the development of a new stadium will transform the economic landscape of the region counties. Early projections indicate billions of dollars of total investment, tens of thousands of construction jobs, service jobs, and a long-term boost to new state and local taxes. Beyond those numbers, the project can drive new housing, hospitality, technology investment, and renew confidence in Northwest Indiana as a place to live, work, play, and build. The region already has assets that make this work. Deep union construction workforce, integrated highway systems, direct access Chicago via the South Shore line. And we have seen this model succeed at the Gary International Airport, where state and federal investments of $200+ million over the last couple of decades have really transformed an underutilized facility. These are the same strengths that have allowed the crossroads of Indiana to support industry for a century and now support a new economy built around sports, entertainment, and innovation. Senate Bill 27 does more than authorize a single project. It establishes a model for how Indiana can use disciplined public-private partnerships to attract transformational development while safeguarding taxpayers. It prioritizes accountability, performance-based incentives, and reinvests in communities that make this work possible. And it leverages the Professional Sports Development Commission as a unified framework for business leaders, local government, and the legislature to act together. And we wholeheartedly endorse this action. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, I want to thank everybody from Northwest Indiana for coming down and sharing their thoughts and support. It's a whole day, and appreciate that. We do have one more person from this area, Graham Renbarger.
Hey, Graham, how are you?
Chairman, distinguished members of the committee, my name is Graham Renbarger. I'm with Americans for Prosperity. We are neutral on the bill. The biggest thing we wanted to be on the record for is essentially taxpayers. Please give them the most consideration possible, and where and when we can have elected officials, please have them make those decisions. And with that, that's my testimony.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, I'd like to hand it back over to the chairman.
Yeah, if I could have just one minute, Chairman. First of all, let's start with the beginning. This is not about taking anything away from Illinois or Chicago. We're partners in the fact that we need a strong Illinois, we need a strong Chicago, particularly in this region. But this is about opportunity. It's about opportunity to as noted, redevelop areas of our state that could use this type of investment. I think what you heard today is what I felt 2 weeks ago, and as I've had these conversations, and this has been a process. There's a deep commitment to doing the right thing. There's a deep commitment to not just building a stadium, but having a vision for something far broader than that. Something that changes communities all across that area in an incredibly important part of our state. I've said, if you've heard me speak, I've said I'm a limited talent guy. I don't have a lot of talents. I think in life you can do three things well. And I think in Indiana we do three things exceptionally well, and we should invest in those things. We grow things well, we make things well, and we host people very well. This is that third. This is a transformational investment into something we do better than any other state in the country. And if you talk to people in this industry, they will tell you we are the best state in the country for hosting people. Now we're giving ourselves in a different area of the state an incredible venue to do just that with a phenomenal partner in the Chicago Bears. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate your support.
Thank you, Speaker Houston. What's the will of the committee on the bill? Second. Call the roll, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Snow.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Clear.
Yes.
Heaton.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Slager.
Yes.
Criswell.
Yes.
Judy.
Aye.
Mayfield.
Aye.
Lopez.
Yes.
Prescott.
Yes.
Murray.
Go Bears, yes.
Heine.
Yes.
Smalls.
Yes.
Green.
Yes.
Porter.
Aye.
Andrade.
Yes.
Campbell.
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Harris.
Aye.
Clinker.
As a Bears fan, aye.
Pat.
Yes.
Pryor.
Aye.
24 to 0. Bill passes out 24 to 0. Thank you. Well, members of the committee, thank you so much for all your work this year. As a long week.
Hey, buddy.